MX vs ATV Supercross. Is it good or is it bad? Stay tuned to find out.
Can you dig it? Dig it!
How's it going, everyone? It's ZefpheX, and today I'm going to be doing a little review for MX vs ATV Supercross. I know a lot of my viewers were interested in my other Supercross video, so I thought it'd be a good idea to do a sort of follow-up to let you guys know how the game is. So before I dive into this review, I want to let you guys know that this is not my gameplay. It's actually JK Prod 217's. I am unable to record gameplay on my Xbox because I don't have a capture card, and the game won't come out for PC until next year. I'll leave a link in this video description to check out JK Prod's channel if you want to see some more gameplay. This gameplay is 4 laps on San Diego on Pro difficulty. Alright, now into the review. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the modes within the game. There are 5 modes: single player, career, multiplayer, local, and free ride. Single player is your typical mode from MX vs ATV, where you race against bots and you can change the difficulty, track, etc. Nothing special about that mode. If you've played MX vs ATV, then you've probably tried that before. Career is a pretty interesting mode that offers different championships for each vehicle class. You use a point system in a series of races. During those races, the points leader has a red plate, just like AMA Supercross. This is a new mode that we haven't seen in MX vs ATV. It's fun. Championships within this mode include MX and ATV 250 East and West, along with 50s, 450s, and 125s. Multiplayer is the same that we've seen in other MX vs ATV games. You can have up to 12 in a lobby, and you can pick the tracks and number of laps that you want. Local is split screen, so you can sit at home, play with family or friends. And last but not least, there's free ride, where you can go in and mess around on any of the tracks. This is a nice thing to see because in Alive, there was only a few tracks that you could play free ride on. Now I'm going to talk about the tracks. There are 17 tracks. All of them have lap times around a minute, and they are located in 3 different stadiums. Since they are wide tracks, they are more related to tracks and reflex. It's good to note that the terrain is more on the slippery side, but it's not that bad. I think that's all we need to know about the tracks. Now let me tell you about the physics. Oh, the wonderful physics. The mid-air physics are way too stiff. I mean, once you upgrade the chassis on your bike, the whip gets a little better, but it's nowhere near as good as in reflex. However, the cornering has been improved, but also flawed at the same time. It's easier to corner in this game compared to Alive, but the ruts don't form like in Reflex, so you can't really rail the corners. So it's a good and bad change. Also, I think the preload is unnecessary. I prefer the leaning like in Reflex. I don't see a need for any type of preload in MX vs ATV. I'm overall a little disappointed in the physics. I don't know if it's possible for Nordic to mess with the physics and put it in as an update, but if it is, they should definitely do it because it needs it. Now the gear. There are 23 sets of gear included in the game, and most of them have 4 different kinds of gear in each set, and within those there are different colors. Most of the gear in Supercross is found in Alive, either in the game or as discontinued DLC. There are, however, a couple new sets of gear, such as 7, Nordic, and Rainbow gear. This is also going to be the case for goggles, boots, helmets, and butt patches. I think now would be a good time to tell you guys about the Moto Club Depot and what it has. At the time of the release of this video, the only things available are KTM, Yamaha, and Kawasaki vehicles. I know Rainbow has plans to make tracks and other DLC for this game, but I'm sort of curious why Honda and Suzuki bikes aren't available to download. If you know, tell me in the comments section below. The bikes included in the game are the same as Alive with different names. In Alive, they were called Takashi and Blaze, and in Supercross, they're called Nordic and Rainbow. Customization and upgrades are very similar to Alive's, with the addition of a few new graphic kits. You can upgrade your chassis, get a better exhaust pipe and tires, as well as change the look of your bike. Features that we've already seen, but are good to have. There's also an added ATV 650F, MX50F pit bike, and an EDX 650F. There are 66 riders in MX vs ATV Supercross. New ones include Catanzaro, Malcolm Stewart, Norin, Vogel, Pipes, and Pike. And all the previous riders in MX vs ATV Alive are also in this game. The AI is a little more challenging in this game, and on all-time difficulty, they will actually give you a run for your money until you get decent at this game. I think that's pretty cool since Alive and Reflex bots were way too easy to beat. Some of the extra options in this game, you can set your controls to 1 stick instead of using dual sticks. So if you prefer using 1 stick and that's what floats your boat, you can use that. You can also set the transmission to manual and turn off the HUD if you don't like the in-game HUD. I would have personally liked to seen a partial HUD turnoff that would get rid of the speedometer and preload bar, but keep the lap counter. But at least you have an option to turn the HUD off if you don't like it. Here's my conclusion. If I had to give this game a rating out of 10, I think I would give it a 7.5. The career mode is fun, the AI is improved, there are more riders, new Supercross tracks, but the physics aren't there. There could have been more options, such as being able to pick your gate or tune your bike, and I think there could have been a little more content than what was included. But I'm fully aware that Rainbow had a shortened schedule to work on this game, and I think they did a good job giving us something to play, while in the meantime they make a new game from scratch. So that's it for this review. If I forgot to mention something, misinterpreted my information, or you have a question, please leave a comment below. This has been ZefpheX. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.